Back to the Know Thyself platform. I got my big bro Nate L here. I want you to break down the term or the phrase, each one teach one.
I bet. Each one teach one. First time I ever heard it, I heard it from the 5%ers in New York City. That was started by Clarence the 13th X, Nations of Gods and Earth, right? Clarence the 13th X, was a disciple of El Hajj Malik Shabazz, Malcolm X, peace be upon him, as he rests in peace and power in paradise.
No doubt.
Anyway, him being a strong man and a master teacher, he basically created, you know what I'm saying, he took what was already given in the Nation of Islam, Clarence 13 X did. It was called the 120 Degree Lessons from Elijah Muhammad, right? How to be an upright, stand up, you know what I'm saying, civilized human being, right? It just taught you about the certain knowledges of the earth, you know what I'm saying, and about human nature. So that principle of Elijah Muhammad's that states each one teach one, you know what I'm saying, was, I love my brothers as I love myself, so I want him to grow and have what I have, abundance as well, prosperity, you know what I'm saying? So the only way he's gonna do that is with knowledge, because as it says in the good book in the Bible, right? My people suffer from a lack of knowledge, you know what I'm saying? So if we have knowledge, I feel as if all is one, all is well. We can all have, you know what I'm saying? There's no reason for someone to be not having and hating, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like we all can be one, we all can have, we all can shine, you know what I'm saying? And when we shine brilliant, you know what I'm saying? We shine and we glow like the sun, you know what I'm saying? Because we imitating as the heavens, you know what I'm saying, on earth. We bring heaven to earth. So everybody's shining bright, you know what I'm saying? And shining, you know what I'm saying? That was another word that came from the 5%ers. So the 5%ers, that were what was called the God body, you know what I'm saying? Understand that you're a divine being just because you exist. Your existence is divine because you are the one that made it there, you know what I'm saying, with the copulation of the male and masculine, the female and the male, the masculine and the feminine,
Right.
all in one, coming through with the reproduction of a child. And that's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of life. That's the regenerated principle of what we call God, the Gamal Azdubar, you know what I'm saying? G-O-D, right? Also known as the generator, operator, and destroyer, you know what I'm saying? And when you understand these principles, you know what I'm saying, you understand you also have that gift that he gave you. You know what I'm saying? The Most High, what we call prime source, the one, the Most High. All is one, all is well. You know what I'm saying? And we give power and praise to his name and his being, that he's in us with the breath that we breathe. You know what I'm saying? That's how we know he exists, because the breath that you breathe has the earth, wind, and fire. Just do that to your hand. And you feel the earth, wind, and fire. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You feel the 5 elements, and the 5th element is the source that comes from your heart, which is the generating principle in your heart, which is that energy conduit known as the electromagnetic spark. You know what I'm saying? That's God. God is ether. God is everything that encompasses the paint board of life. You know what I'm saying? Or like you will see, you know what I'm saying, a painter, right? He has a canvas. Well, the ether that is God is the canvas. You can put paint and all that and draw a picture, but the canvas is still God because it's the background, and that's ether. Ether is all things that connect us. That one wavy thing, you know what I'm saying? It comes in many different colors. Majestic purple, red, and blue, that's what it is. Green, you know what I'm saying? It's wavy, you know what I'm saying? It's the rainbow, you know what I'm saying? Just like you got, you know what I'm saying? The elves, you know what I'm saying? All that stuff about, you know what I'm saying? All the elves at the end of the rainbow with the gold, you know what I'm saying? All of that to let you know about your higher self. All these things that were mystic, the arts that are mystic are the principles of spirituality. Spirituality is a way of understanding that everything solid really is not solid. You know what I'm saying? It's bending yourself and not just trying to bend the spoon. You feel me? And the whole thing about knowing thyself and each one teach one is this. Once you know, you can never go back to not knowing. Once your eyes are open, you cannot not remember. You feel me? The memory is always going to be there.
Right.
And so once you know, now you're held accountable. You have to have integrity. So you can be source of positive energy to do the will, or negative energy to do the will. But either way, you do some will. You know what I'm saying? And the real powerfulest way to be, you know what I'm saying, is each one teach one process. Is understand that you have a responsibility to lead and teach the next generation, or someone that wants to know, that does not know, the information in a proper manner, so they can clearly accept it based on if their free will wants it or not. Because it's all about quality of life. So whatever you say out your mouth has to have a positive resonance that'll uplift people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because remember, even negative words can down, you know what I'm saying, people and keep their spirit low, you know, and that comes back to you, because even though we out here fighting for energy, if you really see anything, when people communicate, it's either one is dominant and the other one is, you know what I'm saying, scared, recessive, you know what I'm saying, just doesn't really want to engage into, you know what I'm saying, control patterns of thought and psychology.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like the strong rule the weak. but the wise rule the strong. And the wise are the ones that know the outcome of a situation before they make the choice. You feel me? And that's what each one is. Teaching others to know the outcome of a situation before they make the choice. So we teach wisdom. Each one means teaching wisdom. You know what I'm saying? Came from master teachers like Noah Drew Ali, Marcus Garvey, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, all the real power heavy hitters. And those that weren't known that came, like Delbert Blair, Francis Cress Welsing, Dr. Neely Fuller, you know what I'm saying, as well as John Clark, Dr. John Clark, Dr. Ben Yakanon, you know what I'm saying, and many others, you know what I'm saying, that died in the civil rights struggle, like Medgar Evers, and many others, you know what I'm saying. So many men and women that came to do the work, and the great work that you and me, we're all tasked to do, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
We all are. Whether you want it or not, it is what it is. You know, you're gonna choose the dark side or the light side. You ain't got no middle path no more. You can't be sitting in the middle and talking about neutral. You ain't John Hansu in the movie Constantine. You know what I'm saying? Ain't none of that going down. You either an angel or a demon. You feel me? Because your spirit inside you is going to resonate to a higher positive or negative. Because you're like a walking magnet. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? You're either more positive or more negative, or you balance. You know what I'm saying? And you balance the force by knowing that you fucked up. When you make mistakes, you gotta fess up to them. Be yourself. It's called integrity. Means doing the right thing when no one's looking. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing what a lot of people have problems with out here, is to do the right thing when no one's looking. But what exactly is the right thing? That could be subjective. Is it also right for someone to rob somebody because their baby needs food to eat? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? That could be the right thing for that person at that time, but it could be the bad thing for the person that's getting the beating and getting the robbing. Right. But you see, it's all relative, right? So, but the higher nature is this. Well, maybe that person wouldn't have to rob if the whole system itself would take care of everything through justice. So our key thing is to teach everybody these principles, especially at a young age. So when they become greater and become members of society, as civilized members of society with great, professions or great knowledge, you know what I'm saying, that they use to help and better society, that when they become in those positions of policy making and power, that they would change the way that people do things to encompass a more holistic, peaceful means of ways of living that will enhance everyone's ability to know thyself, as well as everyone's ability to teach each one. Thank you very much for having me. Nate Boston, representing Nate L. You already know what it is. Room love, room blood, forever. All is one, all is well. Take care. I love y'all. Peace.
No doubt.